Midtown, we're in the teens. We'll see temperatures get up to a high of about 25. But enough of a wind today. Real feel temperatures right in the 1 degree mark right now on average, and we'll stay mainly in the single digits here with those real feels as we go through the rest of the day. Maybe low teens this afternoon, and clear and cold down to 16 tonight. Single digits in many suburbs for overnight lows. Back up to 28 tomorrow with the clouds thickening in the afternoon. And then fairly cloudy day Tuesday. Won't be as cold, but there will be a batch of snow or flurries with a clipper coming through. Steady as snow in the afternoon and evening. We're looking at upper 30s during the day. I think real feels stay in the single digits despite the sunshine and highs of 25 today. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore, New York's weather station 1010 WIN.
Need cash? Who doesn't? Visit the Provident Loan Society to make a loan against gold and diamond jewelry, fine watches, and silverware for about half the cost of commercial pawnbrokers. Provident Loan Society is America's not-for-profit collateral lender since 1894. For the lowest rates and the best terms, apply online at ProvidentLoan.com. Call social in Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. Provident Loan is a safe, discreet alternative to your average pawn shop. The Provident Loan Society is pawning redefined.
Unhappy with your dentures? The Popper Dental team of Midtown Manhattan and Melville, Long Island offers affordable, life-changing dental implant procedures for most patients. Eat and taste the foods you love. Smile and speak with confidence. Live without gum irritation. Complimentary consultations. 2 locations, same experience. Specialty team. Visit IncredibleImplants.com. That's Incredible Implants.
It's news time 8:54. Our Big Apple favorite is the subject of a special day today. If there's any food other than pizza that is closely associated with New York, it's the pastrami sandwich. Today is National Pastrami Day, which means there will be long lines at Katz's Delicatessen. The place has been around for over a century, and it's one of the last original Jewish-style delis in the city that used to have them dotting the landscape. While Katz's was founded in 1888, the pastrami sandwich was said to have first appeared here 1 year earlier. A deli meat sold by a kosher butcher named Sussman Volk. The salty smoked meat proved so popular, he converted his butcher shop into a full-time restaurant. Pastrami has its origins in Romania. Steve Kaufman, New York. A Manhattan criminal defense attorney needs some defense of his own after he was arrested at Newark Airport for allegedly stealing the contents of someone else's bag. Port Authority police say they got a call Friday morning about theft, and when they checked security video, they spotted a suspect later found at a nearby gate. A man who led them to the bag tossed in a corner. The Daily Report, 62-year-old Henry Weil says he found the bag with his in a plastic bin. There was no ID inside, and he pulled out the $700 and a $130 Visa gift card to return it to the owner when he found that person. Weil is now charged for theft. It's news time 8:55. And time for Bloomberg Money Watch 8:56 actually. Money Watch on 1010 wins. And here's Mark Mills. Retail bankruptcy, store closures, big flips for retail workers. It's been called the retail apocalypse. I really, this has been so overplayed. That's Tom McGee, President and CEO of the International Council of Shopping Centers. Yes, if anyone would be expected to be bullish on retail, it would be Tom McGee. But he says the data are on his side. You have, strong economy, rising consumer sentiment, a strong labor market, and retailers were hardened by this past holiday season. All indications from every source that we have is that we have an incredibly robust shopping season. While e-commerce, led by Amazon.com, is upending the retail establishment. He says many retailers are adapting to change. Trends that are impacting the industry around demographics, technology, changing consumer habits. I think the individual retailers are doing particularly good jobs around that, and the forecast a good year for retailers in 2018. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past the hour. I'm Mark Mills, and this time 8:57. Play the keyboard, that's option. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet
station? Where can I find a great selection of pre-owned Hondas?
There are currently over 100 Hondas at major malls of Long Island City.
Listen, how about pre-owned Nissans?
There are currently over 100 Nissans at major malls of Long Island City.
Listen, tell me more about me.
Sorry, I cannot. That's the major mall podcast. You said I could.
Where is Major World?
Major World is located.
WIS, WIS-HD2WAWCPR.
Wednesday, time 8:59. At 10 minutes after weather forecast, brisk and very cold today. Despite some sunshine and a high of 25. The real field temperatures in single digits through this afternoon. Mostly clear, into the single digits in many suburbs. Monday will be sunny and cold, followed by increasing afternoon clouds and a high of 28. Cloudy and not as cold on Tuesday with some snow or flurries. In Midtown now 15 degrees, going up to 25. This is 1010 Winds, New York's one and only all-news station. Tanya Mercado is our service aide, Julie Vaughn the writer, Jim Powers is the editor, and I'm Mitch Levy.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Winds. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 15 degrees, AccuWeather the real feel 2 above at 9 o'clock on this Sunday, January 14th. I'm Kathleen Marple-Calb, and here's what's happening. An NYPD officer is recovering. Police are looking for the driver after a hit and run in Times Square. No change in DACA for now. Trump administration says people can apply for renewal under a court ruling despite the fight in D.C. Because what we really need right now is more cold weather. Now, AccuWeather play. All the money in the world going to co-star Michelle Williams wasn't paid nearly as much. 10 Winds AccuWeather forecast. Sunny, brisk, very cold today. The high 25, the real feel lower.
This is Dave Uran. The AFC and NFC 1 seeds move on in the NFL playoffs. The Nets fall short in D.C. I'll recap Saturday in hockey and give you the latest on the Mets and Yankees.
Wind 27901. From the Ram Truck Traffic Center, here's Jill Nicolini.
Well, good morning. There's a one lane break on New Jersey 21, both directions right at Market Street, Edison Place. This is in Newark. Keep in mind on northbound looks like the right lane closed and southbound the left lane remains blocked. Also, fire department activity at Bloomfield Street and Washington Street. This is in Hoboken. So we're seeing between 4th and 6th Street as well. Another water main break on 46 East Hill. Your New Jersey roadway is overall in good shape. If you're checking into the Garden State right now, looks good in all of our jam cams. Also, the New Jersey Turnpike, no problems to report. There is no return tractor trailer though on 175. That's northbound, right in the area of 95. Looks like at least one lane there is blocked. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels at the George. Looks like construction still remains as you make your way, of course, outbound, upper level. Lower level looks good. Lincoln Tunnel has a centrifuge closed till 10, but you are still in great shape. Holland Tunnel, no problems to report. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones and breaking traffic alerts when everything happens. I'm Jill Nicolini on 1010 Winds.
Traffic sponsored by Dr. Good.
Going with a Dunkin' deal. A medium latte is now $2 from 2 to 6 p.m. Made with rich, freshly brewed espresso and steamed milk. Enjoy one with your favorite flavor. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary, plus applicable taxes. Limited time offer.
Winds time 902. A hit and run in Times Square, and an NYPD officer is the victim.
Cops say the car, a dark-colored four-door sedan, was driven recklessly. That's when an officer tried to stop it, but instead the driver took off, hitting the... It happened just before midnight near the AMC 25 theaters. Minor leg injury. He was treated and released at the hospital. The hit-and-run driver was last seen heading west on 42nd Street. Roger Stern, 1010 Winds in Times Square.
Winds time 903. DACA goes on, at least for now, with word that the feds are again accepting applications for renewal for people brought illegally to the U.S. as children to apply for protection from deportation.
The Trump administration had planned to rescind work permits to the young undocumented immigrants, insisting that it was for Congress to find a solution to the issue of their status.
But the feds now say they are taking renewal requests under the court order last week, but not new applications or processing papers paperwork for anyone who didn't already have protection. This word comes as 6 senators, 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats, say they're getting more support for a compromise fix. Under that measure, the so-called Dreamers will get a 12-year path to citizenship. The nation would spend $1.6 billion on structures for border security, including a wall. President Trump and some Republicans have said that's not enough. Meanwhile, the president spent yesterday tweeting blame on the Democrats for the failure of a possible DACA deal. Correspondent David White reports, though, a lot of people see it differently.
Right now, the White House is dealing with fallout from the president's language about countries whose immigrants he would like to exclude, language that he used at a closed-door meeting in the Oval Office about immigration reform. The president blamed the Democrats for the failure to fashion a compromise on immigration reform, but it seems that his own language really may have more than anything else torpedoed a possible deal.
Now, and about that vulgar comment, one upstate bookstore is making that the Rough Draft Bar and Books in Kingston posted on Facebook that it's proudly selling books. Winds News Time 9:04. Well, hope you didn't put away the parka. We are right back in the deep freeze, and snow is coming later in the week. Let's get the latest with AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore.
Yeah, the cold is unrelenting here today. Despite sunshine, real field temperatures with that brisk breeze will stay in the single digits. We'll see cold conditions tomorrow with increasing clouds in the high 20, and then we're watching a clipper that's going to punch in some snow at times on Tuesday. Steadiest later in the day. I think some spots could pick up an inch or two. The slipperiest time, I think, especially for the city, probably after the sun goes down Tuesday evening. We're keeping an eye on that. And this cold weather through the day on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
And, of course, whatever the weather brings, stay with 1010 Winds and we will get you through. Winds News Time 9:05. As the cold weather wears on, pets are facing a lot of dangers. ASPCA Adoption Center Medical Director Dr. Erin Wilson says there's a whole list of hazards for dogs during the winter months.
So one is just straight up salt, which can be toxic to dogs. If they eat it, it can also be very painful on their feet.
So use booties or Vaseline on the paws. Wash paws when you come inside. And keep the ASPCA Poison Prevention Hotline handy. 888-426-4435.
Antifreeze or ethylene glycol is extremely poisonous to dogs and cats, compounded by the fact that it's sweet. Dogs and cats like to drink antifreeze. So if you have any ethylene glycol or antifreeze,
more tips in my video at 1010winds.com. Susan Richard, 1010 Winds News. Winds News Time 9:06. Checking the official 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. A brisk and very cold day despite the sunshine. High 25, but the AccuWeather real field temperature more like the single digits right through the afternoon. Clear and very cold tonight, the low 16, single digits in many suburbs. By tomorrow, cold morning sun leading to afternoon clouds, high 28. Cloudy and not as cold on Tuesday, but some snow coming through, especially in the afternoon, maybe up to an inch or two with slick spots in some areas. By Wednesday, the clouds give way to sun, high 32. It's 15 right now, sunny, going up to 25 in Midtown, but the AccuWeather real field 2 above. Winds News Time 9:07.
Wages. They put a lien on my house. The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back. Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours. Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and give you the best deal. We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who will get the IRS on your back.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection in the world.
Call Tax Solutions now. Time is running out. Call 800-988. 800-918-3588. 800-918-3588. 800-918-3588.
Winds News Time 9:08. A creepy credit card fraud case on Long Island. In 1 minute on Today Winds.
Your car has some impressive technology. Direct fuel injection, GPS navigation, even seat warmers. And at Rain-X, we think your wiper blades should too. While traditional wiper blades can cause streaking from uneven pressure points, Rain-X's contoured blades hug your windshield, maintaining an even pressure distribution from end to end and providing a clean, smooth wipe. Don't settle for less. Pick up a pair of Rain-X blades today. Find Rain-X Latitude wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Rain-X, how smart the elements. Lumber Liquidators January flooring sales going on now. Get more than 80 pre-finished hardwood floors up to 35% off. All Dream Home Ultra X2O laminate is on sale. It looks and feels like real hardwood, and it's water resistant like Nordic Fog Oak and Tuscan Fusion Maple up to 30% off. And get Wood Look waterproof floors up to 27% off. Bamboo up up to 40% off. More deals from 49 cents plus professional installation.
Winds used to have 909. 3 people are due in court today to answer charges in a strange credit card fraud case on Long Island. Suffolk police say 28-year-old Christine Fernando of Queens went to a Sears and tried to buy $4,000 worth of gift cards, wallets, and jewelry with the Sears MasterCard, and told the cashier she didn't have the card itself, but was an authorized signer with the address and personal info of the cardholder. The store called him, and he said he hadn't authorized anybody to use it, so police arrested Fernando and the 2 people with her. They are now all set for arraignment on grand larceny and other charges today. A local lawmaker took some questions on the Republican tax bill in Brooklyn.
Came to the Wyckoff Heights Medical Center not for medical advice, but to talk about taxes. And I have 2 small children that I have to provide for.
What happens with me and my family and my kids?
Congresswoman Nydia Velasquez hosted the event with a panel of experts. She says she wants to help New Yorkers understand the plan.
They need to have the information. They need to know that this is an assault, an attack on working families.
But supporters say the tax plan provides tax relief to people and will encourage companies to create jobs in the U.S. Holly Hare, 1010 Winds in Bushwick.
Winds used to have 910. Traffic and AccuWeather in a minute on 1010 Winds.
Obesity is a serious medical condition. One of the many serious medical conditions. So it's good to know that NYU Windsor Hospital offers the widest choice of safe, effective, medically supervised treatment options in the tri-state area. NYU Windsor is a leader in bariatric weight loss surgery. As the first hospital in New York to use advanced da Vinci robotic surgery for weight loss to reduce discomfort. NYU Windsor is the only hospital in the New York metro area that offers the HMI World Report. The HMI diet is managed by endocrinologists, dietitians, and nurse practitioners, and is ideal for those looking to lose 30 or more pounds. And NYU Windsor is among the first in the nation to offer revolutionary V-Block, a pacemaker type device that blocks nerve signals to control appetite and eating patterns. To learn more about NYU Winsor's medical weight loss programs, call 1-866-WINSOR or go to nyuwindsor.org. NYU Windsor Hospital. Your health means everything.
Winds used to have 911 from Davis Discount Tire Traffic Center. Here's Jim McAlee.
And this report is sponsored by Stop Hero. Keep in mind, no A-train service between Far Hawkaway, Mott Avenue, and Howard Beach in all directions. And no Far Hawkaway shuttle train service to Broad Channel and Mountain Park due to mechanical issues with the Broad Channel Bridge. Your train still running between Far Hawkaway, Mott Avenue, and Northway Park Beach, 126th Street in both directions. Now we can look at the double running for you down there on Customer Branch and also replacing trains between Customer and Easton. Also, this morning, through the St. Along the second side, but we can allow you to the and traffic is one throughout the weekend. Continuing down at the bridges in town, like the example, Stone Bridge, Prospect Bridge, and also pretty much grapevine to back to intersections. This message and following goes away to save time, same speed, 0 and 95. First-time users get a promo code 3 for $20 off. If you want to saying that you're seeing, let me know. Call the Dental and Traffic Department 844-JAM-1010. That's 844-536-1010. And John McCullough, next reporting on 21 Houses Hamlin.
Winds used to have 912. Now the official 1010 Winds app with a 40 forecast. Here's meteorologist Dean DeVore with the spot report.
All right, so a look at today, we're cold despite a good amount of sunshine. The wind is just breezy enough right now with about 10 to 15 miles per hour across the tri-state, but it's not going to real feel temperatures down from the teens into the single digits, and those single digit real feels will be with us most of the day. Very cold tonight. We drop down to 16 in the city, single digit lows in many suburbs, and then tomorrow back up to about 28 with an increase in clouds later in the day. We got a Clipper storm that's coming through Tuesday. Now, when we say Clipper, it means it's not very strong usually, but the issue may be just the timing of this. I think the bulk of the snow comes in the afternoon and evening, so once the sun goes down Tuesday, we could pick up short spots with an inch or two of accumulation. Temperatures on Tuesday getting up in the upper 30s early in the day. Behind that little Clipper, back to a high 32 with clouds and sunny breaks on Wednesday. Right now, Kathleen, temperatures at 15 degrees. It's been set there for a while. Northwest wind at 10 to 15. Real feels at 2 above, going up to a high of 25 today. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore.
13. All the money in the world, and he donated it. Mark Wahlberg has agreed to donate the $1.5 million he made for reshoots on that movie to the Sexual Misconduct Defense Initiative, Eyes Up. Wahlberg said he's making the donation in the name of co-star Michelle Williams, who was reportedly paid less than $1,000 for her efforts on the same 10-day shoot. Williams put out a statement saying it's not about her, but about Scott Masterson.
let's not wait the Patriots prove that any reported dysfunction in New England so relevant for the time being because the Pats rolled again in the divisional round of the playoffs. For the seventh straight year, the AFC title game will include the New England Patriots. Patriots knocked off the Titans 35-14. Evan Kruger, Western One, Tom Brady and company 45 and answer against Mike Milwaukee's Titans. Good coach. They don't underline the skills since they've been successful all these years. The San Carolina is well. Williams and host Tyler Pittsburgh or Jacksonville next week. ESPN's Adam Schefter reporting this morning that Matt defensive coordinator Matt Patricia is likely to become the Detroit Lions' next head coach. Matt Patricia is a top candidate for the Giants vacancy. Philadelphia will take on either Minnesota or New Orleans next month on Thanksgiving defense. Eagles a late fourth quarter goal line stand, winning 15-10 and upsetting Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, and Dan Quinn's Falcons.
We hadn't had a chance to go forward for a couple plays, and really thought we were the best ones with the best opportunities, but didn't go our way. So that's the hardest part for us.
Philly with three. Rookie kicker Jake Elliott, including a 53-yarder. Locally, Kenny Atkins is next, rallied from 23 at the Wizards, but they lost in OT, 119-13.
Our mental approach was better. For some reason, when we started the game, it was no mental engagement or physical engagement, and we dug a big hole.
Knicks are in action this afternoon against the visiting Pelicans. The Islanders dominated the Rangers at the Garden 7-2. The Devils lost to the Flyers at the Rock 5-3. Nets are reportedly bringing in veteran first baseman Adrian Gonzalez on a one-year deal pending a physical. Yankees are not going to be getting pitcher Garrett Cole. The Pirates sent him to Houston. College hoops, St. John's a 78-71 loss to number 1 Villanova. Number 13 Seton Hall beat Georgetown 74-61. Sports at 15 and 45. Around the clock, Dave Buren, 10-10 Win Sports.
Wayne Doosan, 917.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention and committed to companies who are looking for new ideas. We have more than 9,000 companies who have agreed to review ideas in confidence. If a company shows interest in manufacturing your invention, we can negotiate on your behalf. We have helped over 10,000 clients receive patents. We also offer services including 3D modeling and animation, demonstrating your idea, prototyping services, and we use state-of-the-art technology to show InventHelp client ideas to additional companies. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp.
Call us for free information at 1-800-460-3495. That's 1-800-460-3495. Again, 1-800-460-3495.
Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's 2017 most trusted brand, best overall brand, and lowest 5-year cost to own. Test drive a new Subaru today at your local Subaru. 18 southern states are hoping to promote civil rights tourism. 14 states, including all of the Deep South, have set up a website and campaign for the U.S. Civil Rights Trail. The goal is to highlight 130 sites linked to the modern civil rights movement. The effort is being unveiled on this Martin Luther King holiday weekend. Wayne Doosan, 919.
Drivers, it's a new year, and the best way to make money is by driving for Allstate Private Car and Limo. After 35 years in business, it's proven there's no gimmick. You can make more money by driving for Allstate Private Car and Limo than you can by driving for those new app-based companies. Allstate Private Car and Limo will keep you busy all day long. No more driving up and down the street hoping you get a job and wasting your time and gas. Call Allstate Private Car and Limo at 212-333-3333. That's 212-333-3333. The economy is booming and the gold rush is on at Allstate Private Car and Limo. Visit their headquarters at 335 Bond Street in Brooklyn. Speak to some of their longtime drivers and find out why they love driving for Allstate Private Car and Limo. Make more money in 2018. Call Allstate Private Car and Limo at 212-333-3333. That's 212-333-3333. 212-333-3333. Allstate Private Car and Limo. 212-333-3333 and make money.
Get the latest headlines in a flash with flash briefings from 1010 Wins on Alexa. Go to the skills section on the Alexa app, search for 1010 Wins, and enable the 1010 Wins flash briefing.
The news watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 15 degrees. Back with the real feel 2 above at 9:20 on this Sunday, January 14th. I'm Kathleen Marple-Helm, and here's what's happening. one driver who injured one of their own in Times Square. DACA stays for now. The feds say people could apply for renewal under a federal court. And officials try to figure out how a ballistic missile alert went out by mistake. Oh, speaking of mistakes, SNL Sam Rockwell made the biggest one in live TV. Yeah, he used that word. 10-10 winds at you with a forecast. Brisk, very cold, sunny though. High 25.
This is Dave Buran. Patriots and Eagles advance to their conference title games. The Nets lose to Washington. The Islanders beat the Rangers, and the Devils can't figure out Philadelphia.
Winds east at 921. From the Ram Trucks Traffic Center, Jill Nicolini.
And good morning to you. And checking here, the roadways looks like pretty good conditions throughout Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. No reports of any delays. And as far as your trains are concerned, looks like I have some better news just in. Your A trains, Franklin Avenue and shuttle trains, they are still running with delays. But keep in mind, looks like everything else has cleared up, and that's on the A line. So once again, everything looking much, much better. Again, the A earlier delays, and that A train Rockaway Park service has resumed. And tunnels, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg Bridge is all in great shape, and at the George, still good conditions, even though we do have some construction if you're traveling there into New York. In the meantime, up the level, still a little bit slow. May want to go up the lower level because there's no construction there. Lincoln Tunnel Center 2 closed till 10. In the meantime, Holland Tunnel, you are in great shape there. I'm Jill Nicolini. Our next report at 9:31 on 10-10 winds.
Winds east at 922. A city police officer is recovering, and the NYPD is looking for the hit-and-run driver who struck him.
It happened just before midnight along West 42nd Street near Heath Avenue. The officer was trying to stop a car that was being driven recklessly, but the car took off, hitting the officer near the AMC 25 movie theater. He suffered a minor leg injury and was treated and released at the hospital. Cops are looking for a dark four-door sedan, last seen traveling west on 42nd Street. Ross and Stern, 10-10 winds in Times Street.
Winds east at 923. A break for the Dreamers. The Trump administration says it has resumed taking renewal applications for DACA, the program that offers protection to people brought illegally to the U.S. as children. In a statement posted yesterday, federal officials say DACA will run on the terms in place before it was rescinded last September under a federal court order from last week. But they say they will not process applications for anyone who didn't have DACA protection or take new applications. This word comes as senators work on a bipartisan plan under the deal proposed by 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats. Young immigrants would have a 12-year pathway to citizenship. The nation would spend $1.6 billion on border security, including a wall. The president and some Republicans have said that deal's not enough, but proponents say they are rounding up support. A Manhattan criminal defense lawyer may need his own services after an incident at Newark Airport. Port Authority police say 62-year-old Henry Wild took an unattended bag full of cash and a Visa gift card at a screening area at Terminal C on Friday morning. Promptly in the corner, checks were being... No, Coogan's is not closing. The Washington Heights fixture in the same spot for the last 32 years reached a new deal with its landlord late Friday. Owner David Hunt said they were closing in May because of a $40,000 a month rent hike, but once that word got out, the landlords were willing to negotiate. Hunt says he was surprised to see how much support he got.
When an article from the New York Times went on the internet Tuesday night, and all hell broke loose. The community groups in northern Manhattan were terrific. They organized an online petition campaign, which I think got up to 18,000 signatures in 48 hours.
One of the happy patrons at the restaurant on Friday night was Lin-Manuel Miranda. The Hamilton star even sang happy birthday to a diner that Friday night. Winds due time, 9:24. Well, unless you're a vegetarian, and maybe even if you are, you may want to go to the deli today.
Now, there's sure to be a long line at Cax's Deli in Manhattan today, one of the last original Jewish-style delis here, because it's National Pastrami Day. While Cax's opened in 1888, the pastrami sandwich is said to have first appeared in 1887. The kosher butcher by the name of Spencer Volk started preparing this smoked salty meat according to a recipe brought to New York by Romanian Jewish immigrants.
And, of course, by the Steve Caston now. The downtown Brooklyn Shake Shack has launched a legal battle to keep most of its seats. Shake Shack says its landlord revoked permission for the big glass-walled sidewalk area at the corner of Fulton Street and Brooklyn Bridge Boulevard, where it's been since 2011. The Post says court papers show that the landlord yanked permission after Shake Shack made a clerical error that caused its approval of the space to lapse. It's 15 degrees right now. Sunny in New York, going up to 25 in Midtown. That's the extent where the real feel is all out to above. Winds east on 95.
If you have hard water, the line scale not only leaves white spots, it clogs pipes and breaks down appliances, costing you hundreds of dollars in energy and wear. Eliminate line scale and other water issues with Wade Home Solutions. Wade's affordable systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to goodclearwater.com. That's goodclearwater.com.
I just saved hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Disclaimer, you will not be transported to the top of the world. If you're unlucky enough to find yourself Arctic Circle, seek shelter from the elements immediately to avoid frostbite and or hypothermia. Geico will not be responsible for portion to play games, including but not limited to Go Fish, charades, Chinese checkers, or his personal favorite, Red Rover, sends Yeti on over. Geico is not liable for any damages, either physical or emotional. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Wind Geeks at 9:26. Now to fill the real estate report on 10-10 Wind. Here's Michael Stoller.
Even though it takes nearly 1 hour to travel to Midtown Manhattan from Coney Island, real estate developers are planning residential developments in this section of Brooklyn. Taconic Investment Partners is planning a major development for at least 1,000 units across 3 blocks on Surf Avenue, which will include retail. John Casamatides' Red Apple Group is planning Ocean's Dream, a development with 440 units at 35-15 Surf Avenue, which will have its own trolley service running 21 blocks to the subway. Industry leaders believe that one of Manhattan's prominent developers of luxury rental apartments will be building more than 1,000 affordable apartments near the Cyclone Field and the boardwalk. Another developer is in discussions to acquire the parking lot and restaurant of the legendary Gargiulo's on West 15th Street. Construction is also underway nearby the Trump Village Shopping Center on next for mixed-use residential and retail tower. This is Michael Stoller from the Michael Stoller Real Estate Report on 1010 Winds.
Wind Geeks at 9:27.
With Dr. Lehman, the best prostate cancer treatment is custom tailored for you. Each man with prostate cancer is unique and seeks the best results based upon PSA, Gleason score, and stage. That's why Dr. Lehman's custom tailored prostate cancer treatment is most logical. See the data yourself. Not every man should get the same treatment. Dr. Lehman's custom prostate cancer treatment is all outpatient. Our goals are your best results, avoiding radical surgery, maintaining your sexual and urinary function, and your life. Most insurance is Medicare, Medicaid accepted. Call 212-CHOICES. 212-CHOICES to meet Dr. Lederman for a fresh second opinion and free booklet DVD. Super convenient, 38th and Broadway, Manhattan. Dr. Lederman is New York's only Harvard-trained, triple board certified radiation. 212-CHOICES. 212-CHOICES to meet Dr. Lederman for custom prostate cancer treatment.
Wind Geeks at 9:28. How does that happen? Hawaii is calming down and looking for answers after a mistaken ballistic missile alert. Latest next on 1010 Winds.
Hi, I'm Jen Levin. If you're worried about your parent or loved one living alone, like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service.
Finding an apartment that was on the courtyard with the view of the trees, the view of the ducks, the stream, the creek, all that. That was what I needed.
You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information. Here's the number.
To speak with a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 800-809-0147. That's 800-809-0147.
You can trust them to help you. So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, there's a place for answers. A Place for Mom.
With a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 800-809-0147. That's 800-809-0147.
It is 15 degrees right now, going up to 25 in Midtown, and it won't even feel that warm. The real feel at the moment is 2 above. Good morning. I'm Kathleen Waffle County. Wind Geeks on Atherton, 9:30.
Good morning, I'm Rich Levin. 38 minutes of fear in Hawaii Saturday. Human error being blamed for a false emergency bulletin going out to people throughout the state, telling them a missile was headed their way and to take cover. This woman was live streaming on social media when the alert went out.
Oh my God! What do we do?
But it was all a mistake. That word some 38 minutes later from the administrator of Hawaii's Emergency Management Agency after a worker accidentally triggered a cell phone alert warning of incoming missile by pushing the wrong button and creating a panic across the state.
Missile
warning was mistakenly sent out, Hawaii Governor David Ige says it took a while, 38 minutes in fact, to figure out how to send out a follow-up message telling Hawaiians there was no missile attack and they were safe, all while panic was ensuing.
We had to manually go through the process to provide notification on the smartphones and cell phones. We did have other notification that occurred much sooner than that.
Like on agency Facebook pages and Twitter accounts, now multiple agencies are investigating how to prevent a similar mistake in the future.
Hawaii state lawmakers are now planning a hearing later this week to probe the mistaken alert. The state also had problems last month. Time 9:31 from the Ram Trucks Traffic Center now. Here's Jill Nicolini.
And good Sunday morning. We do have a lot of wing breaks report for you here in New Jersey. We'll start on 21 in both directions, right at Edison Place and Market Street. Again, this is in Newark. Northbound, the right lane's closed. Southbound, the left lane is closed. And speaking of auto wing breaks, we've had another one out here throughout the morning. US 46 eastbound, just west of I-80. This is right in Parsippany Troy Hills. Keep in mind, it looks like we have at least 2 lanes blocked there. And in the meantime, some fire department activity still remains right in the area of Hoboken on Washington Street and Bluefield Street in both directions between 4th and 5th Street. Now, your main, New Jersey roadways are in great shape. The Garden State, New Jersey Turnpike, and I-80 itself, no problems reported throughout the morning as of yet, and hopefully we here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. If you're traveling with the Queens Midtown Tunnel, it's great shape too. Your next traffic and transit update in less than 10 minutes. The next breaking traffic alert when it happens. I'm Jill Nicolini on 1010 Wind.
Jill, Winds news time 9:32. Now, the official 1010 Winds Active Weather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Dean DeVore with this live report.
Not breaking news, and it's certainly winter, but after that warm up to about 60, 62, 63 the other day before the front came through, it felt a little bit like spring, but we're back into this winter feel here for a few days with this very cold weather. The good news is this Arctic blast overall is not going to be as intense nor as long as the last one, but it is cold enough. Temperatures only up in the mid-20s today. Real feels will stay in the single digits most of the day despite sunshine. Tonight, we'll see temperatures dropping back to a low in Midtown in the teens. Will be in the single digits in most suburbs. Tomorrow, any sunshine giving way to clouds. We'll see temperatures getting up to a high of 28 in the afternoon. And we do have this clipper that will come through on Tuesday. It's a smaller storm. Doesn't have a lot of moisture to work with, but even with a coating to an inch or two in some spots, we could have some slickness, especially around the city during the evening hours. As we drop down to 26 Tuesday night, back up to 32 on Wednesday with morning clouds giving way to sunshine. Midtown temperature on this Sunday morning, 15 degrees. Brighton, a real feel of +2. I'm active with the meteorologist Dean DeVore, New York's weather station, 1010 Wind.
It's 17 on Staten Island, 14 in West Orange, and 13 at the Acme in Yorktown Heights. Acme, earn gas rewards shopping at Acme. The weather brought to you by Nora and the New York Oil Heating Association.
The oil heat dealers in New York City are now selling BioHeat. This fuel is made by blending traditional heating oil with renewable fuel. It's a clean, reliable, efficient, and cost-effective way to heat your home. Now that you have a better fuel, improve your efficiency and reduce emissions by upgrading to modern equipment. Upgrading your heating system is a great investment. Now there is a fantastic rebate program saving you even more. Take those tools away with a renewable fuel and highly efficient equipment. For information about the rebates, contact your BioHeat dealer. Brought to you by Nora and the New York Oil Heating Association.
Did you know you could help save the lives of homeless cats and dogs in New York City? Every day, the Mayor's Alliance for New York City's animals saves lives and no-kill rescue partners that find them permanent homes. You can help by making a tax-deductible donation to the Mayor's Alliance Wheels of Hope transport program and its mobile adoption program. To learn more about how you can keep the Wheels of Hope moving, visit animalalliancenyc.org or call 212-252-2350.
Winds news time 9:35. A fight over an iPhone led to the death of a Queens teenager at the Beach 41st Street houses on Beach Channel Drive in Edgemere yesterday. The Daily News reports the 20-year-old man was taken into custody but was not immediately charged. Police say a 15-year-old mother wailed as her son's body was wheeled out of the building. Neighbors tell the news the boy and the gunman were fighting for the iPhone. New Jersey's Governor-elect Bill Murphy Murphy rode the rails on Saturday. Aboard a New Jersey Transit train, he was critical of the transit system.
Well, one thing you got to get right is commuter rails, and we've not gotten it right.
Murphy told CBS 2's Dave Carlin NJ Transit is pretty unacceptable. He was criticized for picking a Saturday to take the train, but says he's seen it a lot on weekdays as well. Murphy gets sworn in on Tuesday. 2 men were arrested on Saturday after setting fire to their Queens apartment. When emergency services responders arrived at the building on Myrtle Avenue in Glendale, well, they found the emotionally disturbed man barricaded in the burning apartment. Police were able to break down the door and get into the second-floor apartment, put out that fire. The suspects in hospital charges against him are pending. You can imagine the surprise of the Bloomfield State Trooper who responded to a call of a python dropped into the toll collector's basket at the Essex tolls on Friday. Well, the scenario actually turned out a bit different, but not much. The snake was found by a maintenance worker in a broken aquarium near the tolls. Police Sergeant Jeff Flynn tells 1010 Wins this is not an everyday happening.
It's very rare that we're going to find a snake on the side of the road, especially in this weather. But, you know, just in general, a snake of that size, which is most likely attacked, it's not usual.
NJ Exotic Pets in Lodi has provided a home for the abandoned female. Entertainment news next. Wins News Time 9:37.
Oh, a new donut shop opened. I could use a quick break. Resolutions are tough to keep, and they're even tougher if you're tired. Mattress Firm can help you sleep better when you hurry in to the New Year's sleep sale going on now. And for a limited time only, to help keep you on the right track this year, we'll give you a free Fitbit with a mattress purchase in Wellness Gold. And getting good sleep is easier with up to 70% off select closeout floor samples, accessories, and more. So you can find a bed that matches you at a price that matches your budget. Hurry in to the New Year's sleep sale going on now, only at Mattress Firm. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/New Year's sleep sale. Product offers and prices may vary by state.
Wins News Time 9:38, 1010 Wins Entertainment. Sam Rockwell took his role as a flustered science teacher a bit too seriously on Saturday night. F-bomb failing to explain the density of oil and water during his first sketch as host last night.
You can't be this stupid. I'm sorry.
Cast members Cecily Strong and Mikey Day, portraying 2 young children during the science room sketch, exaggerated their shock after hearing the profane slip and continued with the show. And SNL's Cold Open, Bill Murray debuted his role as Steve Bannon on the NBC variety show.
I'm working on a web series for Crackle. It's called Trucks and Cars Getting Coffee. And I'm also coming out with a new line of wrinkled barn jackets called Trumpers for Guys.
In the past, the cast member didn't play Bannon, instead having the political figure played by a Grim Reaper character with a skull face mask. On Saturday night during the Morning Joe segment, Murray came out in a black hood to big cheers from the audience.
One of the most common New Year's resolutions is to spend less and save more. Too many times we are told the way to achieve financial stability now, or in retirement, is to cut our expenses. How exciting does that sound? Instead of downgrading your lifestyle, why not learn to create trade? You'll even throw in free extra tickets so you can invite a friend to this potentially life-changing class. Call 877-380-TRADE or go online to OTAWallStreet.com. Online trading academy for future. How the markets go up or down. Call 877-380-TRADE. That's 877-380-8723 or OTAWallStreet.com.
Thank you for making 1010 Wins your #1 choice for news in New York.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. It's 15 degrees at 9:40 on this Sunday, January 14th. I'm Mitch Levy, and here's what's happening. A hit-and-run driver sped off after hitting a cop in Times Square last night. We'll get a report from the scene in moments. After a mild Friday, we're back into another cold snap. Details from AccuWeather in moments. The U.S. government is once again accepting requests for DACA protection. Actor Mark Wahlberg donates $1.5 million he made reshooting scenes for all the money in the world to the Sexual Misconduct Defense Initiative. The
10-10 winds AccuWeather forecast crisp and very cold today, despite sunshine with a high of 25. AccuWeather real field temperatures in single digits through this afternoon. Clear and very cold tonight.
This is Dave Uran. Two different types of games on day one of the NFL. I'll also recap Saturday for the Nets, Rangers, Islanders, and Devils, as well as share the late
41. Time for traffic and transit on the ones from Jill Nicolini.
That's right. This report right now sponsored by Spot Hero. Very cold out there, as you've been mentioning. We do have a few water main breaks in New Jersey due to the weather. Starting on 27 in both directions, right at County Road 529. That's Plainfield Avenue in Edison. Left lane remains closed. Also, US 46 eastbound, just west of I-80 in Parsippany Troy Hill. Also, another water main break on 21 in both directions. This is Newark, right at Market Street in Edison Place. Northbound, we have the right lane closed. Southbound looks like the left lane is closed, so keep that in mind. Your other New Jersey roadways, though, as far as the Garden State and the Turnpike and I-80 are checking in free and clear. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. If you're traveling at one of your lower East River crossings, you're in great shape. The Brooklyn, the Manhattan, the Williamsburg Bridge, no problems there. And checking in with our jam cam, the Queens Midtown Tunnel looks good, and the 59th Street Bridge as well. And now this message. And finally, here's a way you can time parking. Use Spot Hero anytime you park. First-time users can enter promo code CITY for $10 off. Spot Hero, park smarter. I'm Jill Nicolini. Our next report at 9:51 on 1010 Win.
Winds news sign 943. The search is on for the hit-and-run driver of a dark-colored sedan which struck a cop in Times Square just before midnight last night. 1010 Winds reporter Roger Stern is at the scene.
The officer was trying to stop a dark-colored four-door sedan that was being driven recklessly along 42nd Street. But the driver sped off, hitting the cop. It happened near the AMC 25 movie theaters between 7th and 8th Avenues just before midnight. The cop was taken to the hospital with what fortunately was only a minor leg injury. He was treated and released. Roger Stern, 1010 Winds in Times Square.
Don't let Friday's weather fool you. We are back in the deep freeze. AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeBoer tells us
it's going to be beautiful and sunny to look at, but the feel is not going to be good at all. Temperature is very cold, highest temperature 25, and enough of a wind today. Real field temperatures will hover in the single digits through most of the afternoon. A cold couple of days today and tonight, tomorrow, and then we see a flipper moving through on Tuesday with some snow chances. A couple of spots, many spots may be picking up an inch or two. Timing is everything. I think because it comes later in the day, it may not be as bad in the city, but towards Tuesday evening, it gets real slick. We'll keep an eye on it as we go through the next 24 hours on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
Stay with 1010 Winds for the latest weather conditions throughout the day. Winds news time 944.
Hey, this is Tanisha from Pet Boys. I can't tell you how many cars are up here that just weren't ready for winter cold and snow. And I'd like to help you stay safe on the road. Come in to Pet Boys and I'll make sure you're prepared. Wipers, batteries, lights, I'll check your car out for free. If it's not safe, we've got the highest quality parts, and I'll even install wipers and batteries at no charge. Plus, this magnet break. See you soon. Offer expires January 20th, 2018. Find a store with your restrictions at petboys.com.
It's a new year, so you've got a fresh start at making life less stressful. Starting with parking. This year, don't park. Spot Hero. With the free Spot Hero app, you can get everywhere you need to go on time and without breaking the bank. Simply download the Spot Hero app, then search for a spot near your destination. Spot Hero will show you tons of options and let you reserve and pay in advance. No more driving around just hoping and praying to find parking. Plus, take $10 off your first spot with promo code 1010. That's promo code 1010. Spot Hero. Park smarter.
Winds news time 945. Time for 1010 Winds Sports and Dave Uran.
The New England Patriots dominance continues. Mitch, no problem with 5 unanswered points. The 35-14 drubbing as Tom Brady and company are off to their 7th straight AFC title game.
You know how hard it is to get to this game, and we're very blessed to do it. It takes a lot of things, a lot of good fortune. A lot of hard work.
ESPN's Adam Schefter reporting this morning that New England defensive coordinator Matt Patricia, a top candidate of the Giants' head coaching vacancy, however, is likely to become the next Lions head coach. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport tweeting the belief is offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels of the Patriots will take the Colts job as their clear favorite. The Giants are connected to McDaniels as well. Over in the NFC, Matt the Ryan, he's going to push it to the right. Matt's going to look, buy time, step back, put it up for grabs, and incomplete. Jones was there, but defended by Mills. Oh, he fell there. Wes Stern I'm Dave Archer, Falcons Radio. Philadelphia upset the visiting Falcons, holding on sweep thanks to a late goal line stand against Julio Jones and Matt Ryan.
Disappointed that we didn't make the play, but I thought it was a good call and felt like we had the right players in mind at the right time.
Quarterback Nick Foles, 23 of 30 for 246 yards. Rookie kicker Jake Elliott, field goals of 53, 37, and 21. New England gets either the Steelers or Jaguars. Philadelphia will play the Vikings or Saints. Mets lost in overtime with the Wizards, 119-113 after erasing a 23-point deficit. Brooklyn missing its first 5 shots of OT. They were outscored 12-6. The Knicks host the New Orleans Pelicans this afternoon. Islanders ran through Rangers 7-2 at the Garden. Isles rookie Matthew Barzal, 2 goals, 3 assists. Anthony Beauvillier, 2 goals, 1 assist. Andre Pavlik was pulled in the second for Henrik Lundqvist as the Blue Shirts were greatly outperformed.
Most of them, I'm just disappointed. It's a big game, and playing a team that's right there, points means a lot right now.
Rangers are at the Penguins tonight. The Devils lost to the Flyers at the Rock 5-7 baseball. Mets are reportedly signing veteran first baseman Adrian Gonzalez to a 1-year deal pending a physical. And the Yankees are not going to get pitcher Garrett Cole. The Pirates traded him to Houston. Sports at 15:45 around the clock. Dave Urant, 1010 Win Sports.
Wins news time, 9:47.
Winthrop University Hospital and NYU Langone are joining together to make Long Island Health even stronger. With these two great academic medical centers integrating their resources into one of the nation's most impressive healthcare organizations, Winthrop is now NYU Winthrop Hospital, and patients can choose from a wide selection of facilities and practices, staffed with world-class physicians, award-winning nurses, and highly qualified professional staff. It's now more convenient than ever to find the right specialist for any illness or condition. And through the strength of their teaching faculties, research labs, and array of clinical trials, Winthrop and NYU Langone are leading the way to finding the cures and preparing the healers of tomorrow. The affiliation of Winthrop and NYU Langone is an important medical milestone, one that every Long Islander can feel good about. To learn more, call 1-866-WINTHROP or visit nyuwinthrop.org. NYU Winthrop Hospital. Your health means everything.
15 degrees in Midtown, going up this afternoon to 25.
If you're searching for a car, go to MajorWorld.com with thousands of cars to choose from. You can be sure to find a car to fit your needs and budget.
Wins news time, 9:49. The U.S. government is once again accepting requests for DACA protection. The federal government, citing a recent court order, said Saturday that it is again accepting requests for grants of deferred action under the DACA, or Dreamers program, which has protected thousands of young people from deportation. The Trump administration had planned to rescind work permits for the undocumented immigrants, insisting that it was for Congress to find a solution to the issue of their status. Bill Michaels, Washington. President Trump has publicly denied using a vulgarity during a White House meeting this week, but he's reportedly been trying to explain his reportedly vulgar remarks disparaging Haiti and African countries. A confidant who spoke to the AP on condition of anonymity because he wasn't authorized to disclose a private conversation says the president maintains he was only expressing what many people think but won't say. Meanwhile, Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, Dr. Bernice King, says she thinks Trump's comments on racial matters have given license for racist attitudes that may have been hidden to emerge. But she says that's not necessarily a bad thing.
I see it as an opportunity to finally slay the giant of racism.
President Trump has done some Saturday tweeting, blaming Democrats for the lack of an immigration deal, saying they're all talk and no action. As correspondent Ben Thomas. Brilliant sunshine out there, but boy, it is cold. 15 degrees, going up today to only 25. More than 50 people showed up in Brooklyn on Saturday to discuss their taxes. 1010 Wins reporter Holly Hare tells us how the plan passed in Washington will affect them.
Many New Yorkers are wondering how the new tax plan will affect them. Robert Camacho from Chadwick and others came to a forum at the Wyckoff Heights Medical Center to find out more.
Obviously, I'll find out.
Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez hosted the event with a panel of experts to answer questions. She says the wealthy benefit from the plan, but calls it an assault on working families.
It's going to undermine programs that are important to working families in this country, such as Medicare, Medicaid, and even Social Security.
Supporters of the tax plan say it will help companies invest in the U.S. and create jobs. Holly Hare, 1010 Wins in Bushwick.
News Time 951 from the Ram Trucks Traffic Center now, Jill Nicolini.
And good morning. Seems like our problem spot today has been New Jersey as far as water main breaks are concerned. Starting over on 21 in both directions right at Market Street, Edison Place in Newark. North down you have the right lane closed, south on the left lane, and another water main break on 27 in both directions right at Plainfield Avenue. Looks like the left and in Parsippany Troy Hill. So again, major roadways throughout New Jersey, though they're in good shape. The Garden State, the Turnpike, no problems there. And cruising over to the Bronx, no problems on the Cross Bronx for once, which is great news. Also, the Major Deke and the Bruckner, quiet conditions there. Here's what you need to know about the bridges in Dallas. The Whitestone Bridge, Logsneck Bridge into the Bronx and Queens are in good shape. Also, the RK Triborough Bridge. And we have no problems reported on the Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan, or the Williamsburg Bridge, which is always great at 9:52 in the morning. In a jam, call me now on the Senzo Winds traffic tip line at 844-JAM-1010. That's 844-526-1010. I'm Jill Nicolini. Our next report coming up at 10:01 on 1010 Winds.
Traffic sponsored by Rod Stewart for August 7th at MSG.
Rod Stewart with very special guest Cindy Lauper. August 7th at Madison Square Garden. Tickets on sale this Monday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
Winds News Time 9:53 now. The official 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Dean DeVore with this live report.
It looks nice, but then you step outside and it feels awful with this cold weather in, and it is going to stay cold today. The high getting up to about 25. But the good news is, it's going to be breezy enough. The real feels down into the single digits. But honestly, folks, this whole cold snap is certainly not going to be as long or as intense as the last one. We do have temperatures dropping back down to teens in the city tonight. There'll probably be a few single digits in some of the outlying suburbs, but I'm looking at tomorrow, and we'll start with some sunshine. Clouds will be on the increase. We'll get up to a high of 28. Concern for Tuesday is this clipper snow that's coming through. The models say that the moisture from that storm kind of runs out as it gets towards the tri-state. So we do see some spots getting an inch or two later in the day. Tuesday night, I think the slick spots would be in the evening hours around the city. Highest temperature Tuesday 28 down to 26, 38 on Tuesday down to 26 at night, and then back up to 30. With clouds giving way to some sunshine. So today's worries are just staying warm. Sunny 25 and real feels mainly in the single digits all day. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore on New York's weather station 1010 Winds.
Winds News Time 9:54. Attention! Are you missing one or more of your teeth? Do you worry every time you bite into your food? Are you embarrassed by how your teeth look to others? If so, listen carefully to this important message from Dental Implants Plus. For many years, Dental Implants Plus has been helping people with missing or broken teeth throughout the tri-state area. From dental implants to crowns, bridge work, and dentures, their expert periodontists and skilled team of dentists can handle all of your teeth replacement needs. Dental Implants Plus can even attach implants to your new dentures to secure them. All procedures are done in their private, comfortable settings at 2070 East Hawthorne. Dental Implants Plus has been advertising on 1010 Winds for 15 years, so you know they're a dental office you can trust. Don't be embarrassed anymore. Have more confidence with that great smile you've always dreamed of. Dental Implants Plus. Call 516-506-0044. 516-506-0044. Call now. 516-506-0044. Winds News Time 9:55. After several days of controversy, a big-time Hollywood actor is trying to set things right. More from correspondent Jason Nathanson.
Mark Wahlberg has donated the $1.5 million he got for reshoots on the movie All the Money in the World to the Time's Up Foundation.
No one has ever been richer than you are at this moment.
The move comes after a huge backlash this past week when it was discovered he got $5 million and co-star Michelle Williams got less than $1,000. The issue began with the gender pay gap in Hollywood. In a statement, Wahlberg said he 100% supports the fight for fair pay and will make the donation in Michelle Williams' name. Williams, in a statement, praised those involved for listening and acting. The reshoots were needed to replace Kevin Spacey in the movie after he faced accusations of sex assault.
The William Morris Agency represents both actors and said it will donate an additional $500,000 also in Williams' name. 28-year-old Brooklyn woman was surprised in her bedroom while watching videos in her bed. The Daily News reports a robber broke in and held the woman down until she agreed to give him the $140 she had in her purse downstairs. The intruder then left. No arrests have been made, and police are still trying to learn just how that robber entered the apartment. Winds News Time 9:56. Now Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Winds with Alyssa Ferretti.
Content providers are racing to release new TV shows.
And the number of scripted programs soared in 2017 to a new high. Of the 487 TV shows released last year, more than a quarter of them were from streaming services.
The more and more success Netflix had, it broadened and it now makes kind of all shows for all people and inspired a bunch of other online companies to do the same thing.
Bloomberg Entertainment reporter Lucas Shaw says Netflix, Amazon, and YouTube are all vying to steal viewers and advertisers away from traditional networks, and that is changing the whole industry.
If you're a screenwriter or a producer, there are more jobs out there than ever before.
And Shaw says there's more commercial-free content available. Video streamers like Netflix and Amazon are looking to make money from more subscribers rather than from traditional advertisements.
They're just trying to build as many viewers at much scale as possible.
And creating record amounts of TV programming in the process. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Elisa Ferranti for 1010 Win.
Everyone knows the national debt is now over $1. What happens next? Rising inflation, drops in the dollar's value. Some expert your children and grandchildren. You can fight this, not with stocks and bonds, but with gold and silver coins in an IRA from Augusta Precious Metals. During periods of great volatility, precious metals regularly outperform stocks because they are true wealth assets that have real value. During the 3-year recovery period after the 2008 crash, the Dow went up only 3.5%, while gold more than doubled in price. Call 888-998-2179 and ask for Augusta's Guide to Gold IRAs. And learn how an IRA, backed by physical gold and silver, can hedge against inflation and build a true legacy for your family. Regain control of your financial destiny. Call Augusta Precious Metals at 888-998-2179 to get your free Gold IRA Guide. Call 888-998-2179 today. The price of gold and silver fluctuates over time and you can lose money. Check with financial and legal advisors.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are so in common. Their story started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog and cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
The reason I went into consulting? Because I love hunting for paperwork. Not because I like developing plans to help small businesses grow. I'm busy searching high and low for a proposal that I had in my hand like a minute ago. Yippee!
Stables wants you to spend your time doing what you really love. That's why we have organizational solutions for any business, so you can clear the clutter, focus on the job at hand.
Here it is. Nope, that's a Chinese takeout menu.
WINS 18, WAWHT3 New York. Winter's time 9:59. The 1010 Winds AccuWeather forecast. Brisk and very cold today despite sunshine with a high of 25. AccuWeather real field temperatures in the single digits through this afternoon. Mostly clear and very cold tonight, going down to 16, dropping into the single digits in many suburbs. Monday will be sunny and cold, followed by increasing afternoon clouds and a high of 28. In Midtown now 15 degrees. More people get their news from 1010 Winds than from any other radio station in the nation. Shimon Siebel is our service aide, Julie Vaughn, the writer, Jim Powers, the editor, and I'm Mitch Levy.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Winds. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the win.
Good morning. 15 degrees, AccuWeather Riverfield, 2 above at 10 o'clock on this Sunday, January 15th. I'm Kathleen Marple-Kalb, and here's what's happening. A hit-and-run driver leaves an NYPD officer hurt in Times Square. 10 Roger Stern has the story. A reprieve for the Dreamers. The Trump administration is taking DACA renewal applications under a court ruling. How does that happen? Officials in Hawaii are trying to figure out how a wrong ballistic missile alert went out. A scared game. Texas police say they arrested a man who threatened a shooting at today's NFL playoffs in Pittsburgh. And then we got you with the forecast. Sunny, brisk, very cold. The high to 25. The real feels much lower.
It's Dave Duran. The AFC and NFC 1 seeds move on in the NFL playoffs. The Nets fall short in D.C. I'll recap Saturday in hockey and give you the latest on the Mets and Yankees.
Wednesday time 10:01 from the Ram Truck Traffic Center. Here's Jill Nicolini.
Well, we are seeing the first of our major delays now starting here on the Gowanus if you're traveling on the inbound side right at the prospect. As you make your exit to Brooklyn, there is so far far it's been very quiet throughout Brooklyn and also Queens. The rest of the BQE and also the Grand Central Parkway, the LIE, North and Stevens, Center State all look good. You may see a little bit of a slowdown on Route 27, that Sunrise Highway, right in the area of Rockaway Avenue if you are traveling in the westbound direction, but still overall very quiet. Staten Island looking good on the expressway itself, MLK 440 as well. And up in the Bronx, still the Cross Bronx is in great shape. The Bruckner and the Major League and you are delay free. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. You can still take your pick at the Toronto Stamp or the Whitestone Bridge. Even the RFK, they are free and clear. And it looks like some flex lanes building on into the Queens Midtown Tunnel. And I'm Jill Nicolini. Keep in touch, of course. Our next report coming up at 10:11 on 1010 Win.
Queens East on 10:02. An NYPD officer is recovering after a hit and run in Times Square.
It happened just before midnight along West 42nd Street near 8th Avenue. The officer was trying to stop a car that was being driven recklessly, but the car took off, hitting the officer near the AMC 25 movie theater. He suffered a minor leg injury and was treated and released at the hospital. Cops are looking for a dark four-door sedan last seen traveling west on 42nd Street. Roger Stern, 1010 Wins in Times Square.
Queens East on 10:03. Survives for now. Federal officials have resumed taking renewal.
Had planned to rescind work permits for the young undocumented immigrants, insisting that it was for Congress to find a solution to the issue of their status.
In a statement posted yesterday, officials say DACA will run on the terms that were in place before it was rescinded last September. Under last week's federal court order, that means they will not process applications for anyone who didn't already have protection or take new applications. The word comes that senators work on a bipartisan plan under a deal proposed by 3 Republican and 2 Democratic senators, giving the young immigrants a 12-year pathway to citizenship. The nation would spend $1.6 billion on border security, including a wall. The president and some Republicans have said that deal is not enough. Wins News Time, 10:03. Because what we really need right now is more cold weather and, hey, maybe even some snow. Yeah. Let's get the latest with AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore.
Well, it is cold, and it will still be throughout the day. Temperatures, despite sunshine, only getting up into the mid-20s, and we'll see real field temperatures in the single digits. One good news about this cold blast is it's not going to last as long and not be as intense as the last one, but cold enough over the next couple of days. And we are watching the Clipper possibilities for Tuesday with some snow, especially later in the day, a couple of inches of accumulation, but with timing, probably the slipperiest time in the city is in the evening hours. We'll keep an eye on it and keep you up to date on New York's weather station, 1010 Win.
AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore. Now, of course, whatever the weather brings, stay with 1010 Winds and we'll get you through. We got a break last week, but there are still 2 months left in winter, and a lot of pets still need help.
Firstly, keep cats indoors, and then...
With cats, think proactively. Think of all the different ways that they could get in trouble, and then think about how you can prevent that from happening in the first place.
Including, says ASPCA Adoption Center Medical Director Dr. Erin Wilson, keeping them safely protected from your fireplace, scalding hot radiators, space heaters, candles, and burners. And very important, bang on the hood of your car before you start it, even if it's in a garage.
That wakes the cat up, gives them time to escape before you turn the engine on. Turn the engine on with a cat in your fan belt, it's not good for the cat.
Could be a disaster, frankly.
It can be, absolutely, it can be a fatal injury.
Get more winter pet safety tips in my video at 1010wins.com. Susan Richard, 1010 Wins News.
Winds East on 10:05. Time for reflection and investigation in Hawaii after yesterday's emergency alert about an incoming ballistic missile that sparked a panic and was just a mistake.
Today is a day that most of us will never forget. A day when many in our community thought that our worst nightmares might actually be happening.
Hawaii Governor David Ige promising a thorough probe into how somebody in emergency management could have set off that accidental put alert. Correspondent Alex Stone with more.
It all started at 8:05 a.m. Hawaii's was initiated. During that test, officials say an employee mistakenly triggered the warning message that went out. Vern Miyagi, Hawaii's Emergency Management Agency administrator, says that worker even had to confirm through an on-screen prompt that they wanted to send out the missile warning.
I accept responsibility for this. This is my team. We made a mistake.
Agencies scrambled for 38 minutes trying to figure out how to send out a follow-up message.
The state also had problems last month when it reintroduced Cold War-era siren tests. Winds News Time 10:06. Checking the official 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Brisk and really cold today. Despite sun, the high 26, but the AccuWeather real feels in the single digits all afternoon. Clear and very cold tonight, 16, but the single digits in many suburbs. That's air temperature, not real feel. Tomorrow, cold. Morning sun gives way to afternoon clouds, a high of 28.
Cloudy and not as cold on Tuesday, but some snow or flurries, especially in the afternoon. The high 38, could see an inch or two with some slick spots. And Wednesday, clouds give way to sun and a high of 32. It's 15 now, though. Mainly sunny, going up to 25 in Midtown, and the AccuWeather real feel is 2 above. Winds news time, 10:07.
There is only one Palm Beach, Florida, and only one choice for a winter escape with legendary service and unparalleled seaside glamour. Only one, the Breakers Palm Beach. This winter, sink your toes into the warm sand of the Breakers tropical beachfront and soak up the sun at 4 refreshing pools. Relax at the Breakers exquisite spa and invigorate your senses at the Oceanfront Fitness Center. Up your game at the Breakers 2 championship golf courses and savor delectable dining at 9 distinct restaurants, including the completely transformed seafood bar, Palm Beach's most popular seaside dining destination. For those seeking a more exclusive escape, the Flagler Club is a private boutique hotel atop the Breakers, offering a luxuriously customized experience. And what's even better, Paradise is just a short flight away. Daily nonstop flights to Palm Beach International Airport are available from most major cities. So what are you waiting for? A warm welcome awaits you at the Breakers Palm Beach. Visit thebreakers.com, call 1-800-BREAKERS, or contact your travel professional.
Wednesday time 10:08. What happened when New Jersey's governor-elect took a ride on NJT? Next on Tintin Wins.
When you own your own restaurant, you have to do it all. Say your chef's out sick, you have to cook. If your busboy's a no-show, you have to clear tables. I even print my own dinner specials every day. You know, in all my spare time.
Right now at Staples, get up to $120 off select HP OfficeJet Pro printers, as HP celebrates 30 years of helping small businesses succeed.
Thanks to Staples, now I have time to scrub my stock pot. So glamorous.
Staples, saving money equals saving sanity. Ends 1/20/18. See store staples.com for details. Restrictions may apply.
My name is Dr. Jonathan Greenberg. Stop what you are doing because what I'm about to say will improve the quality of your life. PPAH.com. That's Zipa. It's half the Z spelled backwards. Effective at eliminating snoring. I want to help you stop snoring. Go to Zipa.com and order now. ZYPPAH.com. Snoring is a serious matter. Zipa will conquer your snoring problem. Go to Zipa.com and order now.
Wednesday time 10:09. New Jersey's governor-elect Phil Murphy will be sworn in on Tuesday, but spent yesterday getting a first-hand view of NJT. He calls conditions pretty unacceptable and has some ideas.
Put the right leadership in, put the right priorities and vision in place.
As for why he picked a weekend instead of a packed weekday train, Murphy says he's ridden plenty of NJ Transit and wanted to get as many communities as possible. In his words, he's very familiar with New Jersey Transit, the good, the bad, and the ugly. A Manhattan criminal defense attorney is facing theft charges over an incident in Newark Airport security. Port Authority police say a bag was reported stolen Friday morning, and the review of surveillance video showed a suspect they found at a nearby gate with $700 in a Visa gift card worth $130. Exactly what was reported stolen from the missing bag. Police say 62-year-old Henry Wild led him to the empty bag that had been rolled up and tossed in a corner. Daily News reports he told police he discovered the bag mixed in with his stuff in a plastic bin coming out of the scanner, and said there was no ID, but he intended to return the contents to the owner when he found the person. Wings News Time 10:10. Traffic and AccuWeather in a minute on 10:10 Wings.
Please listen to this message. Hello, I'm Gus Michael Farinella. I'm a bankruptcy attorney here in New York. I have filed over 5,000 successful consumer bankruptcy cases. If you are burdened with debt and your income has not kept pace with rising prices and falling further into debt, my law firm can help. You may consider filing for bankruptcy to protect your home and your assets. Bankruptcy is your legal right and can save your home from foreclosure, stop wage garnishments, and stop your creditors from harassing you at home and at work. We serve both New York and New Jersey. You can call me anytime, 1-800-961-9615. That's 1-800-961-9615. We are a debt relief agency and handle all other legal problems as well. Call today. Tomorrow could be too late. The number, once again, is 1-800-961-9615. That's right. Call me, Gus Michael Farinella. Just a phone call away. That's a free call for a free consultation.
Wings News Time 10:11 from the Mavis Discount Tire Traffic Center. Here's Joe Michelini.
Well, we're seeing some problems on the B2E. This report is sponsored by Spot Hero. If you're traveling on the B2E, it's slow go right as you approach the Manhattan Bridge westbound due to the crash here. And again, I'm seeing some heavy delays. In the meantime, more delays if you're traveling inbound on the Gowanus, beginning at the Prospect as you may up to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. In the meantime, Bell Parkway still looks good as you make your way off the Bridge and on out to the Southern State Parkway. Over now to the Meadowbrook and the Walnut State Parkway are in great shape there. Bay. No problems down at the Sector State Parkway. Let's zoom on in here on Cleveland right now. We'll get you into the Whitestone Bridge as well as the bridges. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The smooth commute there at the Throsneck and Whitestone Bridge. Also the RFK Triborough Bridge. No problems to report as of now, which of course is great news. So you can take your pick. And now this message. And finally, here's a way you can save time parking. Use Spot Hero anytime you park. First-time users can enter promo code CITY for $10 off. Spot Hero, park smarter. If we're not saying what you're seeing, let me know. Call the 1010 Wins traffic tip line at 844-JAM-1010. I'm Jill Nicolini. Our next report coming up in 10 minutes on 1010 Wins.
Winds use on 1012. Now the official 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Dean DeVore with this live report.
All right, up to 17 degrees now with the sunny skies. Average real feel now will make it about 8 degrees here. It depends whether or not you're in the sunshine or you're on the shady side of the street. I would pick the sunnier side of the street for sure today, and places where you could be protected from the wind. It's not going to be the strongest wind, and it's not going to be as cold and brutal as it was during those cold snaps in the last couple of weeks, but it is cold enough here today into the night. Temperatures dropping down to 16 tonight, single-digit real feels for a little bit this evening, and then dropping into the single digits on the thermometer in the suburbs. Tomorrow back up to 28 with sunshine in the morning, giving way to clouds. Clipper system coming Tuesday with some snow or flurries later in the day into the evening. I think the slick spots would occur after dark in the city with the leftover snow showers. Temperatures up to 38 during the day. Tuesday down to 26 at night, and then back up to just the freezing mark on Wednesday with morning clouds giving way to sunshine. 17 degrees in Midtown. The wind out of the west-northwest and around 10, gusting to 20. Real